Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. If you've seen by the title of today's video, this will be my first installment of Spin the Wheel, Book the Wrestler. Alright, so first things first, shout out Super Kick Studios, man. I really love this channel and I really got this video from him. I haven't seen that many people do it other than him and a couple other random channels. So I was like, hey, your boy Odds, why not do it, man? Alright, so there are a couple rules. I have to spin the wheel, book the wrestler, you know, very self-explanatory. I have to book their world title reign, how they got there, and then who they lost to, basically. So those are the rules, man. It's very simple, very self-explanatory, like I said. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and like the video so it gets out to more people, so more people can watch this banger. Subscribe to your boy. Hey, but enough of me talking, man. Let's see who we're finna get on this wheel, man. Let's go. Alright, so as you guys see, the wheel on the screen consists of 8 wrestlers: AJ Styles, Finn Balor, Bayley, Austin Theory, Johnny Gargano, Sasha Banks, Seth Rollins, and Gable Steveson. So hey man, let's get right into spinning this wheel and see who we gonna get, man. Am I gonna get lucky today, or am I gonna have to do some crazy out of pocket booking like Sasha Banks or Gable Steveson? So let's go. Come on, man, give me somebody good. Give me somebody good that I can really do some good booking with, man. Come on, Austin Theory or Johnny Gargano. Yes, sir. Now let's get right into booking Johnny Gargano's world title reign. Alright, like I said, I'm going to book a little bit before the title reign. I think the perfect way to start off would have DIY reform with a new member being Dexter Lumis at a little bit before WrestleMania 39, where they ultimately dethrone the Usos for the Raw Tag Team Championship in night 1 of WrestleMania. And a banger of a match because we've never seen them go against each other, so it's going to be so nice to see. Alright, so we're going to fast forward to Hell in a Cell, where we're going to have another Tag Team Championship match where we see KO and Sami Zayn take on DIY in a Hell in a Cell match, man. You know, I don't know. I saw the other day Triple H said he might eliminate Hell in a Cell as a pay-per-view, but for right now, we're going to say that it still exists. But that's going to be such a good match to see KO, Sami versus Gargano and Ciampa in the steel cage. You know, man, it's going to be such a banger of a match. I'll make it like 35, maybe 40 minutes long. Just almost like the same length as a world title match, because it really has that high of an energy. Because you know, you got Sami flipping around. That man KO's really athletic for a big dude. You know, Johnny Gargano's gonna go crazy, but of course I'm gonna have DIY retain the Raw Tag Team Championships in the Hell in a Cell against Sami and KO. Alright, now getting into Johnny Gargano's world title reign, I would have him become 2023's Mr. Money in the Bank. This is just a perfect move for Johnny Gargano, and I still don't know if I want to book him as a heel or a face yet. He is teaming up with Dexter Lumis and Tommaso Ciampa, and they're actually really good heels, so I would see them being a really good heel faction. After that whole Uso bloodline thing, they're definitely going to be faces. So yeah, I'm going to book Gargano as a heel, definitely. So him going into Money in the Bank, I just see him and Ciampa just walking around with their tag team championships, him flaunting and teasing the cash-ins on Solo Sikoa or Seth Rollins. If you haven't seen my last video, that will basically explain it. I did indeed have those two be the one who ultimately dethroned Roman Reigns. But yeah, Johnny Gargano is just going to be so fire with that briefcase, like I've already said. Now getting into SummerSlam 2023, I will have DIY lose against the Good Brothers. They will lose their Raw Tag Team Championships against Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson in, I was gonna say night 1 or night 2, but it's freaking SummerSlam. There's no night 1 or night 2. But yeah, that's gonna be early on in the day. But almost like Seth Rollins did in the 2015, I think it was 2015 WrestleMania, where he lost to Randy Orton in the beginning of the night but cashed in on Roman and Brock. I'm gonna have Gargano do a similar thing, but in the main event of SummerSlam, it is Seth Rollins and AJ Styles, and they are in the middle of a 30-minute banger. Towards the end of that match, we see Seth Rollins hit Styles with a curb stomp, but before Seth Rollins can get to the cover, we see Tommaso Ciampa and Dexter Lumis emerge from the crowd. He takes out the Good Brothers, who are in AJ Styles' corner. Then he takes out Pretty Deadly, who are in Seth Rollins' corner. Seth is in the ring looking so confused, but then we see Johnny Gargano hit him in the back with the briefcase. He goes to the ref, he cashes it in. He hits Seth Rollins with a sweet chin music straight to the mouth. He pins him 1, 2, 3 and becomes your new WWE champion. Now this right here is setting up an instant feud between the three, and something new that I would have coming up. You know, definitely we might see Clash of the Castle again. The way it performed this year, you know, that UK crowd is just so electrifying. I will set up a triple threat main event. You know, the OC versus Pretty Freaking Deadly versus DIY, or whatever you want to call them with Lumis. I don't know what the name would be, but it probably still would be DIY. But yeah, I would have them in a winner take all match main event, triple threat, you know, 3 teams. That would just go all out. You can honestly make that an hour-long match if you want to. I will still have DIY retain, but you know, this is just a really good kickoff to the world title reign, his tag team championship reign. And since they are a trio, he could easily just give his Raw Tag Team Championship to Dexter Lumis for him to defend, while Gargano is dealing with the WWE Championship. All right, so fast forward to the next pay-per-view, I honestly didn't know who I wanted Gargano to face at Crown Jewel 2023. I was thinking of a lot of different wrestlers, maybe Goldberg, maybe Edge, just maybe a veteran. But me personally, I'm tired of seeing both of them actually lose, because, you know, Edge, he hasn't really won any of his world title matches. Neither has Goldberg. You know, his last match he lost to Roman Reigns. So I was thinking, why not just go straight out of the box here and have Candice LeRae and Johnny Gargano take on Chelsea Green and Matt Cardona in another winner takes all match, almost like we saw with the Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans versus Becky and Seth Rollins feud a few years ago. Yes, and this does mean Candice LeRae holds the Raw Women's Championship, which is actually really realistic, because she is extremely underrated in the ring and deserves a world title run. You know, I wouldn't want this to be a complete squash match, because Matt Cardona has gotten really good in the ring over the past few years. Being an Impact, he's definitely improved. You know, I've actually never seen Chelsea Green wrestle, so I don't know if she's good or bad, but I got just a good feeling that Candice LeRae is gonna have to carry the women's side of that match, you know. But we're gonna see them retain. Obviously, it's gonna be a pretty good match. You know, like I said, it's not gonna be a squash, but it's gonna be decent. It's gonna be something different. But like we saw, it's another winner take all match, which I think is something Triple H should definitely start involving in a lot of these pay-per-views. All right, now getting into Survivor Series 2023, it's gonna be Solo Sikoa versus Johnny Gargano. All right, so I'm gonna actually have Johnny Gargano take the loss in this match. It definitely wouldn't make sense to have Solo lose, because, you know, he just dethroned Roman Reigns and he should go on at least a year with the title, so it would make no sense for him to lose to Johnny Gargano in Survivor Series. But it's gonna be a clean loss for Gargano. He's not going to cheat. He's not going to do anything else, any of the heel tactics. He's just simply going to take the clean L to Solo at Survivor Series. Like I said, Triple H might add or remove pay-per-views. You know, I'm not going to create any of the other ones. I'm just going by the schedule that we went by in 2022. So getting right into the Royal Rumble, I'm going to have Johnny Gargano versus Cody Rhodes. We're going to see Johnny Gargano take the L, but he's not going to lose the WWE Championship, and he's not going to eat a pin. He's going to get disqualified by hitting Cody Rhodes in the head. Yes, I said a headshot, chair shot in the head, when he gets frustrated that he can't put him away. He's going to do that. But, you know, I got a special someone being the 30th entrant in the Royal Rumble in 2024. You know whose contract expires January 1st, 2024? Yes, that man MJF. I will have him being the 30th entrant in the Royal Rumble. You know, it's the bidding war of 2024, and I definitely do not see MJF going back to AEW whatsoever. No matter how they revitalize their whole show, he's never going back to like boost his career. He's going to WWE, hands down. Triple H is there. He's going to WWE. He's going to be the 30th entrant in the 2024 Royal Rumble, and I will have him in a triple threat match, a night one main event of WrestleMania. It's going to be Johnny Gargano versus Cody Rhodes versus MJF for the WWE Championship, where we see Johnny Gargano lose to MJF. You know, he takes the pin. MJF is like his first match in WWE. He becomes the world champion. Like, just imagine that. A 29-year-old MJF, I think, or he might be 28. He take his first match in WWE, he wins the world title. You know, this would be a good way to end his reign. You know, his title run, I'll give it a B-. It wasn't the best title run, but it was what I really pictured in like the perfect start to the perfect finish, honestly. Like, you can play around with some of those matches, maybe just make Styles versus Gargano instead of having that triple threat match, and maybe, you know, not bring back Matt Cardona at Crown Jewel and just have him go against Seth Rollins or something like that. You can honestly do that to make the title run better, but I kind of wanted to leave his title run as like experimental. You know, Triple H loves the guy, so this is something that he can honestly play around with, adding a bunch of new different type of matches, bringing back new people to just throw in his title reign, honestly, because, you know, throwing in MJF and that triple threat is just going to make that whole match with Cody and Gargano very, very memorable. So yeah, if y'all enjoyed this video, man, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and like the video so it can get pushed out to more people, so more people can subscribe to your boy, man. I'll catch y'all guys in the next video. Peace.